fun begins.
How's it going?
Hello.
Well,
Greetings, young Jedi.
hello there.
Hey everyone, Hypertoy Reviews here, and today we are taking a look, finally, at Fern from Skeleton Crew. This completes my reviews for the entire wave of Skeleton Crew figures. I'd found all of them except for Wim and Fern, and then I finally found them at a Walmart way after the others, so I'm just glad to finally be picking up the set, and I'm just excited. I love it when you finally have a show where the first wave of figures is so good that you need to have every character from, and I'm just amped. I think that it's just a really good show, and I've had a lot of fun with it, and I really like Fern's character. So without further ado, I want to jump into the review, and I'm excited to do so, so let's go. And here we have Fern from Skeleton Crew in the packaging, which we always take a look at first. So, looking at the box, it is your standard Black Series box, something that you have seen numerous times at this point in the line. It has your Black Series logo up above a big window showing Fern and her accessories off nicely. Star Wars Skeleton Crew in yellow, they chose that for the color for this show. Yellow in the background, number 4, Fern, warning 4+ Hasbro. This side of the box over here features a cool picture of Fern, and then her name at the bottom. Over here features your wraparound window, wraparound stripe, and Star Wars The Black Series logo. Around back, you have your Black Series logo again, a picture of her name, bio about the show, not her, pause and read, whichever language best applies to you. Number 4 in the line, bunch of legal stuff, Disney, Hasbro, barcode, more legal stuff. Up top features a hanger tab, very standard stuff, nothing to write home about here. So let's open her up and see what you get here. So here we have Fern out of the packaging. Let's go ahead and start taking a look at her accessories. We will start with the backpack. This came out really, really nice. It is in a tan plastic color. Looks very canvasy. It's got a couple of straps on the front. It's got a seal from the school on it in silver, and then a black kind of leather patch looking thing. There is the implication of one of those Star Wars, compad things. It's usually silver with some buttons on it. This one didn't get painted. I don't know the terms, but Wim's backpack has, all the other backpacks have, where they make something look Star Wars-y by putting a button on the piece of clothing. But it looks alright. She's got a side pouch that has a hole in it. We will talk about that in a moment. And yeah, it looks really good. She puts it on fairly easily, just like the rest of these kids. The straps are really soft, and that helps you work them up the arms. And when it is on, it is on. It is nice. It lays against her well, and it's just a good backpack accessory. She also comes with a flashlight. Now, this is the 4th flashlight that we've seen with these kids, and it is the 4th unique sculpt at that point, so that's really cool. Hasbro didn't double dip anywhere. It has a yellow body with a gray, panel on it, 2 green buttons, 1 white one, and then silver on each end. And it actually even has the hint of there being a bulb in there. It's kind of rounded. Most of the other ones are just sculpted flat, so that's kind of cool. The white button protrudes. I mean, all the buttons protrudes, but the white button protrudes, and that's important. You see there's a little bit of a tab on the side of that hole in the backpack. That is for flashlight storage, and the white button kind of tabs in there, so there's a correct way to put it in, and it's white button basically to her back when she's wearing the backpack. So that is really, really cool accessory storage, and something that I really like with all of these kid characters is that they do come with accessory storage for most, if not all, of their accessories, and yeah, it's just a really nice feature. So we're going to set the backpack off to the side and take a look at Fern. So, looking at her, I gotta say, this might be the best likeness of the kids. And, Neil's pretty good. She's up there with Neil, but it's easy to do an alien. Neil looks like a blue elephant boy, and so they've done their job well. But, as far as the 3 human ones with their likenesses, this might be the best one. I really, really see Fern in this. It's just a very well done sculpt, and I'm very satisfied with it, even if she has just a touch of blush going on around the eyes that give her a hint of pink eye. But that's okay. Everyone gets pink eye in pirate ships, right? But it's alright. The eyes are very piercing. She has a very stern expression. She's always kind of staring right through whoever she's talking to. I love the character. I think she's great. I love that she is just all sassy and mouthy with everyone and just angry with the world. Like I like the character. She's really well written in the show, and so I'm just glad that the character looks so good here. Her hair comes down to this braid that comes to the front, which is pretty good. You know, that's a style you see in the show. Her jacket, which I guess is supposed to be like the school jacket turned inside out. It could be. And it kind of has like a kind of ribbed like bomber jacket looking, you know, it's got a bunch of patches that she's stitched onto it and pockets on the outside, and it looks pretty good. I do really like what we're seeing here. It's a very nice sculpt. She's got just the implications of a tan shirt underneath. Of course, the sleeves are inside the sculpted arms, so they're not actually there at all. But she's got these brown pants with some pockets up top. There's a red leather belt there. She has knee pads on because she's always swoop bike racing. And then the pants get very baggy down at the ankles. They're bell-bottom pants. And so it's kind of nice because it actually gives like a lot of openness around the feet. So like the feet articulation can shine through. Whereas characters like Wim, his was hindered because the pants came right too. So, like, I kind of like that. It came out really good. Nice deep cut joints there. We'll talk about the articulation in a minute, but I mean, like, you can just see the range there actually is going to be really good. I mean, they really did a good job here just capturing her essence. This is a great, you know, core version of Fern. The kids have all kind of changed their outfits a little bit as the show's going on. I guess KB not so much, but there's just been little additions and removals, and so it's like, you know, this is a good starter Fern. I do like how she's turned out. To run through some articulation, she features the 2-ball neck system, which allows her to look that far up, which is basically not at all, that far down, side to side, and some pivot. She can come up to a T-pose, no butterfly joints. I think the kid figures, like, just the torsos are too small for them to really have that be effective, so they just didn't do it. 360 at the shoulder with single jointed elbows that go to 90, and then swivel. 360 at the wrist. Hinges in and out on the left hand. The right hand goes up and down. It's a little in the cuff, but it does have the range, which is nice. There's a waist joint, which allows her to crunch that far forward, which basically isn't anything. She can go that far back. That's kind of nice. And you get some side to side in there. It is nice that the coat kind of comes down over. It kind of hides that. She can do basically a true splits and then can kick straight forward just about a little bit back. Upper thigh rotation, single jointed knees. The deep cut does only get to 90, but there's kind of like the whole strap going on with the knee pads there. Like, I get it. And then her feet, actually, there's like not a boot cut, but it's like an insert swivel in there, so the feet can twist inside the pants, and then the feet can point that far down and that far forward, which is pretty decent. I also like that there's like just the little bit of tread sculpt around the edges of the base of the feet. That is kind of cool. So, all about the details, right? Standing her up, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. So here she is next to her bestie KB, and then everyone loves Neil, and here is Wim, and the not to be trusted Jod, and then Pirate Captain Brutus towering over everyone. So yeah, she seems to be, she's like KB, she's a little taller than the boys, a little taller than Wim. The hair height doesn't count, that's all volume. But you know, all in all, I think that the scaling here is pretty right. I think that it's a good set. So yeah, let's jump into my final thoughts. So at the end of the day, what do I think of Fern? Honestly, she's got a really cool design. The likeness is dead on. She might be the best of at least the kids here. I really do like what we're getting here. It's a great representation of the character, and she's a character that I am liking a lot in the show. So I gotta say I recommend her. I think honestly this entire wave is a pickup. I'm going to be doing a ranking video of the entire wave and just my thoughts on them, and so that's kind of something you'll be seeing here in a couple of days. And yeah, I have nothing bad to say here. Just a great figure all around, worth picking up, and I highly recommend you do so. The show has turned out to be pretty well liked, actually, which shocks me because Star Wars fans hate nothing more than new Star Wars. But it's been a lot of fun. And I'm just glad to see that these new characters have been represented so well, and I'm excited to make a little skeleton crew shelf. So I'm going to go work on something else. Thanks a bunch for watching. It means a lot that you did. If you enjoyed, you should leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that end of video stuff. You know the drill. I'll catch you next time. Until then, may the force be with each and every one of you, and goodbye.